Hello. We're back here again. At round three of Wednesday night standard showdown. Isn't that correct, Patrick?
That is correct.
Yeah. We're just having some technical difficulties. No biggie. Happens every now and then. Technology isn't perfect. So we got Clayton here on Sultai and Taylor here on Ramunap Red. What
Mono
seems
Red.
Ramunap?
I'm sorry. I hate that name. I hate the name Ramunap Red. Anyways, so
I was like in a whole groove and you just ruined it. Way to go.
We had a couple Clint Sleeve Siphoners here for
Clayton here.
Clayton
and they just got removed.
Taylor had Terminal Bowman Courier into
removal spell,
into Soulscar Mage, and another removal spell, or Carry Zev.
And ooh, it seems like Clayton will get to draw an extra card.
Yeah.
Push to Carry Zev, which I agree.
Oh, definitely. Carry Zev is the thing you definitely need to get rid off the table.
Yeah. Cards produces a lot of value. Now, the one thing I like about the Glint Sleeve Siphoner compared to actual Dark Confidant is you only take one every time. It's like even if you draw like a 3-drop or a 2-drop, you only take one. Instead of with actual Dark Confidant, you take 3.
Yeah, so this is actually a really good card for Clayton here. He has a copy of Death Gorge Scavenger, which is going to be a good way for him to gain some life and also pressure Taylor. So we're going to see if Taylor has a way to remove the Death Gorge Scavenger. And because he didn't kill the Siphoner, I actually think he might not have a good way to remove that in hand.
Yeah. And I agree with the block here by Clayton just to...
oh, definitely.
Get rid of, like, the Mono Red's deck form of card advantage?
Yeah, so we're going to see Pro land into On-Crap Crasher for Taylor, and I think the rest of his hand is double Hazoret.
And that may be a problem.
I don't think so. That's going to be...
It depends if Clayton has how many Rust attempts he has.
Yeah, so we're going to see Taylor definitely play a Hazoret next turn. And we're going to see 4 mana from Clayton. Probably going to play a Gonti, Lord of Luxury. So that's going to be a pretty good card for him in this matchup. It's going to be able to kill anything it blocks, except a Hazoret, obviously.
Yeah, which is fine.
And he's going to get a card. I think what he's really looking for is something like a Lightning Strike or
a Hazoret himself.
And a Braid. Hazoret's less good for Clayton because he's going to have more cards in his hand on average.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, and it was just a Soulscar Mage, so that's fine. That's still a blocker. It's better than not having a Soulscar Mage. So you're going to see here, Taylor's going to play Hazoret. He's going to be able to attack with that Hazoret. And I would expect to see him attack and exert the On-Crap Crasher on the...
Soulscar?
No,
or
I
the
think
Gonti.
You do it on the Gonti. So that if he wants to chump...
He has to be with
Soulscar to Soulscar, but... Yeah, it looks like he's going to exert targeting Gonti. I don't think you want the Gonti. He's going to do it on the Soulscar Mage.
So you can just like...
Which means he's going to let the Gonti trade, but I like this block by Clayton. Just eat the Soulscar Mage.
Yeah, I like that too. Because like
I don't like that exert.
No, I'm not a big fan of it either, honestly.
So yeah, we're going to see, we're going to see an all-out attack by Clayton, which...
Yeah,
definitely leads me to believe he has Vraska's Contempt in his hand.
Yeah, Clayton realizes
he has 6 mana for Noxious Gearhulk, another really good card
in this matchup. Yeah, Clayton does quickly realize he has to be aggro considering his hand, and
yeah, he's actually, I believe he has Taylor dead on the following turn. Took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, putting Taylor to I believe 11. And he just easily has lethal.
Yeah.
And Taylor is probably going, even if he discards the other Hazoret and is able to attack with this Hazoret, it's not lethal. And Clayton is just going to be able to kill him on the backswing. He's going to have to not attack with Hazoret, block the Death Gorge Scavenger, and take 1, 2, 3, 8 going to 3.
Oh, Hazard has Vigilance.
He can give his Hazard Vigilance, but this isn't really a winning line. We're going to see if Clayton has a way to deal with this Hazard. If not, he can just sit back, just attack with the Noxious Gear Hulk, because it has Menace, so it won't
can't be blocked.
Goes to 6. And I think Clayton has a copy of Gifted Aetherborn in his hand. Or of Vraska, so it just makes a 2/2. I don't think there's anything Taylor can really draw to get out of this.
Yeah, and that'll be game 1. Remember to give Taylor back his Soul Scar Mage.
I hope so. Yeah, yep.
There you go, Clayton. Way to go. I hate Spurn Seas for that in Modern. I just sometimes don't give it back.
That's just rude. That's just actually theft.
Well, if they have the same sleeves as me, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
So while sideboarding here, what do you think Clayton's going to be bringing in?
Well, he seemed to have a lot of sideboard cards you'd expect for like these green-black decks in his main deck. So I would expect maybe some copies of Gifted Aetherborn if he has them. Some more copies of Deathgorge Scavenger, maybe just some more removal spells.
Another like Restless Contempt or something like that.
Yeah, some other extra ways to deal with Hazarets. Overall, though, I think this is a pretty good matchup for Clayton.
Oh, I agree.
He doesn't have a lot of problem cards on Taylor's side. He has ways to deal with all the early creatures. He has ways to deal with Hazaret, Chandra. I think the biggest card that's going to be an issue for Clayton is probably Glorybringer, and I would expect Taylor to bring that in out of the sideboard if he has it. I'm assuming he does.
I agree. Glorybringer is a great Magic card.
Yes, Glorybringer is...
Flame Slash on non-dragons? How
it's
good is
my
that?
vote for probably the best card in Standard right now. Except
Better than...
maybe Attune with Aether.
Scarab God?
Scarab God's definitely powerful. Scarab God requires you to untap with it, though.
But it lets you take over the game completely.
Oh, believe me, Glorybringer can do that, too.
Yeah, but...
Glorybringer is just... There are not many good ways to interact with a Glorybringer.
You're right.
Without the Glorybringer getting value. The best way is probably Vraska's Contempt or Harness Lightning. And those are... Besides, like, Harness Lightning is a good answer and very good in, like, Temur Energy Mirrors. I'm also just partial to big red flying hasty dragons.
So you like Stormbreath Dragon?
Stormbreath Dragon, when that card was in Standard, up until when Siege Rhino was printed, because then that... But Stormbreath Dragon was one of my favorite cards in that Standard format.
Thundermaw Hellkite.
I actually didn't play when Thundermaw Hellkite was in Standard. So, looks like our players are shuffling up. They're getting ready to go to game 2. Other cards that I would see Taylor Gunn bringing in. See him bringing in copies of Rampaging Ferocidon in.
What about Chandra?
If he has Chandra to sideboard, I expect them to come in just as a way to kill a threat and then also leave a threat on the board for Taylor.
Yep.
And also just taxes Vraska's Contempts for... Clayton.
More target, like more valuable targets.
Gives it more targets, so that maybe he won't have it for your Hazaret if he used it on your Chandra, or vice versa.
Yeah, like just like trying to like diversify his threats with like more high priority need to answer cards.
Yeah, I think it's just more. He just wants more threats. I think that's the. He doesn't need that many removal spells. He just needs to make it so that he can force his early game through and make sure he doesn't die to like. Winding Constrictor into Rishkar or something like that.
That curve's pretty good. And Clayton doing the good old start.
See here a good start for Taylor. 1-drop into 2-drop into 3-drop with his on-crop crasher in his hand.
And hopefully into Hazaret or Chandra.
It's definitely what Taylor's looking to do here. Clayton here has turn 1 Attune with Aether. Had to do it off an Aether Hub, but...
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. Had to get him a Forest. If he doesn't have a way to produce black mana, that might hurt him a little bit in the future.
But
we see here a really slow start for Clayton, so Taylor is going to want to see this and capitalize on the slowness.
All right. Clayton taking a turn to use an energy to kill the...
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I expect here from Taylor, we're just going to see plays a land and then just plays on Corrupt Crasher, gets in for 4.
Yep.
And this is what I would be worried about if I was Clayton.
Yeah.
He's a little slow out of the gates, and he's going to have to spend time playing creatures, reacting to these first 3 turns from Taylor. And that's when Taylor gets to play these big threats like Hazaret, Chandra, Glorybringer. And that's how what Taylor's going to be trying to do to win this game. If Clayton just went like turn 1 Fatal Push into turn 2 2-drop, turn 3 3-drop, then those are the hands that...
Never? All right.
Yeah, never is... That's not the turn I want to be seeing if I'm Clayton.
It's very medium right here. Not even medium. It's very soft.
Yeah, if you're just going to trade mana, like card for card and mana for mana with mono red, that's a quick way to lose the game.
Like, soon this, like, Bomat carries is, like, getting out of control is going to give Taylor so many cards.
Yeah, and I know Taylor has a copy of Lightning Strike in hand, so it's at least 3 points, and Clayton's already at 10.
Yeah, like
3 points is a very relevant amount of damage.
Oh, yeah,
now, Taylor did miss his 4th land drop, and a lot of his big threats in this matchup are 4 and 5 mana. So you're going to see here a Tune with Aether off of Forest for Clayton.
Just another Lay of the Land.
He's going to play a very good card here, Aether Sphere Harvester, but Taylor does
have a braid
in his
hand.
hand.
But I don't think this Aether Sphere Harvester is going to be enough.
No, Taylor actually just isn't even...
He's not sweating.
He's not even threatened, and he's just going to go shock to the face, and that puts him to 8, 1, 2, 3, 5.
He has 6.
So if he has another shock... That is lethal for Taylor. I think he drew a copy of Hazaret for the turn.
Yeah, I like.
He still doesn't have his 4th land, so he probably just attacks here. And depending on how many shocks he left in his deck, we could see attack, Lightning Strike Clayton, and then sacrifice Bomat Courier into try to hit land shock. But I don't think he needs to play.
Nah, I think Taylor can just be really patient here. Like, he's so ahead.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what Clayton might be able to do to get back in this game. It probably involves Deathgorge Scavenger.
But
so we're going to see Rogue Refiner.
I think what Clayton's trying to do here is like actually crew the Ace for a Harvester and give it lifelink.
Yeah, and he's going to be blown out by this braid.
Yeah.
What's happened?
I mean, he's going to have chump blockers, that's for sure.
He definitely is going to have chump blockers. You're going to see here, he's not going to attack with the braid. He's just going to go Lightning Strike to Clayton's face, and actually what's going to happen here is Taylor is probably going to wait on the braid until Clayton goes to crew.
Or Taylor just draws 4th land and slams Hazaret and wins.
He does not win if he slams Hazaret.
Hey, you're right.
That he actually does not want to slam Hazaret. I think he just attacks here. Clayton's going to go to crew the Aether Sphere Harvester and still before blocks you abrade it. And if Taylor has any burn spell, then he's going to win this game. You're going to see Clayton here trade a Rogue Refiner for a Shaker Kenra.
Yeah, which he has to do.
Yeah, he has to do that. And then Bomat Courier is going to hit him to 1.
Then Taylor can just like draw 5 cards right here.
I still don't think he's incentivized to do that. I mean, you can definitely discard it.
Shock.
See if he finds land shot, or land harness, lightning strike, or shock.
But like Taylor wins the game. I think Taylor has this.
Yeah, I think he was like 3 lands, 2 copies of Hazaret, and a copy of Earthshaker Kenra.
And I see a copy of Lightning Strike. That's good enough for me.
Yeah. Okay, there's a copy of Lightning Strike. Yeah, that just wins the game here.
Yeah, Aetherborn is sorry, buddy. You're too late.
Are you sure it was a copy of Lightning Strike? I think it was just another Hazaret. But Earthshaker Kenra also just wins this game unless Clayton has a Fatal Push. Or just has Vraska's Contempt, and then we're just going to see Lightning Strike to the face.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
Taylor is going to win game number 2 here. We're going to see a game 3 between Sultai Midrange and Ramunap Red or Mono Red.
So, just thank you guys again. Thank you for watching our standard showdown here at GameSwap Mason on a Wednesday. I know you can probably be doing a lot better things, like depending on your location. But Ohio's pretty dull right now.
Yeah, I mean, we did just have the Star City Games Open Tournament in Cincinnati this past weekend, which that was a lot of fun. We had some people do decently well in the Open. I know you had a friend that, top 16'd?
Yeah, he was in contention for top 8. Up So he actually lost his first round, then won 11 matches of Magic in a row.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not an easy feat to do. So basically, he won 11, then he basically went 11-4. He lost 11 in a row, and then lost 3 straight. Basically, he lost 3 win-ins.
Yeah.
It happens.
Losing win-ins is annoying.
I know, but like, I think he's overall pretty happy with how he did.
Yeah, I would be too, especially just top 16 and open. It's a pretty good finish.
Yeah, like
I don't think there's a lot of people who'd be unhappy with that.
Yeah, he was playing in his trusty Bant Nightfall deck. He's been on that deck forever. Like he used to play I don't know how well you know Modern, but like it used to be a Bant Swords deck with like Steer Shaper's Gift or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, he was playing that since then.
Yeah, it's a long time to be playing the Bant colors.
Yeah, and then he actually doesn't have the Devoted Druid combo. He has a more interactive build with like Spell Quellers and Reflector Mages main. And like more like silver bullet targets in the main rather than just like combo pieces.
Yep. So we're gonna see here in game 3, we see a mulligan for Taylor, which
really
the mono red deck can mulligan fairly well.
But I see a gifted Aetherborn in Clayton's hand. Like,
yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Taylor's going to need to have something like a Braid or Lightning Strike to be able to deal with that.
And like,
otherwise, it is going to run away with the game. There might be a problem. What Gifted Aetherborn actually is for against mono red, it's not something you want to try to block with. Anything with power 2 or less, Taylor's actually going to be able to make not be able to block quite easily with Earthshaker Kenra and Onkrop Crusher. So we're gonna see what we're gonna see here from Clayton is probably going to see this Gifted Aetherborn get into the red zone a lot.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like,
and
just like the incremental life gain, this is like really hard for aggro decks to deal with.
We're gonna see here if Taylor brought in copies of Rampaging Ferocidon. That's really what he's gonna need to be able to offset the life gain from Clayton. And Clayton can't win without playing creatures. He's not gonna be able to stem the early bleeding from Taylor's aggressive starts.
Yeah. Do you think like Taylor like kind of went more reactive post side?
I think he probably went slightly more reactive. I don't think he went like boarded out all his 1-drops. Did you see what Taylor's starting hand was? The starting 7?
No idea.
I didn't. So
I want to be honest. I have no idea.
Yeah, I like this 6 from him though. He has a 1-drop into
Bomat Carrier. I meant a Braid.
Yeah, 1-drop into a Braid for this Gifted Aetherborn, and this is gonna be really nice here. Gonna be dealt 1, kill that.
Get another card.
Get another card, and he has a lot of lands in his hand, so
I don't mind.
This Bomat Courier is going to be
sacked soon.
Not necessarily soon, but we see a big Abrade target that Taylor's really going to wish she had that Abrade for.
I mean, he won Abrade for both of these, honestly.
Yeah, but does he have a copy of Lightning Strike in his hand?
So
yeah, he had the option to Lightning Strike over Abrade that Gifted Aetherborn, and we'll see if that's going to end up biting him. He obviously didn't know that the Aethersphere Harvester was going to be coming, but as a mono red player, that's something you do have to be worried about.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And so I know that Lightning Strike can go to the face, and that's very important, but also being able to kill a Aethersphere Harvester is also really important. We're going to see...
And Clayton did miss his 4th land drop, which is pretty huge.
That is pretty big, but he does have a lot of threats at 2 and 3 mana.
Like Deathborn Scavenger.
Yeah, and he has a decent amount of energy, and he only needs one power worth of creatures to be able to...
I kind of like Chandra making 2 red mana in the second Bomat Carrier here.
I don't really like that.
I
think you can wait to get one more card and play one more land. You definitely want to make sure you have your 5th land for Glorybringer.
You're right. I mean, I can see lines for both, honestly.
Yeah, I think the problem for Taylor here is that he just does not have a good way to answer the Aethersphere Harvester, which is going to run away with this game. It's going to keep gaining Clayton 3 life every turn that Taylor doesn't have an answer.
And like Clayton is playing Elfish Mystic base. Elfish Visionary.
Yeah, so we are going to get a die on that Chandra, or a larger die on that Chandra so you guys can see it.
Yeah, it's currently at 2 if you can't tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a square die. It's a die, not a dice.
So yeah, Taylor is gonna need to find a copy of a braid, and if he can do something like a braid,
What was that card?
I think it was a Hazaret.
Whew. So he goes land, Hazaret, swing. Whew.
Or is that a Vance's blasting? That's a Vance's blasting
I
cannons.
like that card.
I do really like this card, and that shows that Taylor is trying to go a little longer in the matchup.
A little more grindy.
Yeah, which I don't like from that side. I don't think he has that ability to play that game with Clayton. I think with Noxious Gearhulk, Deathgorge Scavenger, Aethersphere Harvester, Vraska, I think Clayton has the
upper hand grind.
Yeah, he has the much better long game, and you're gonna see here Taylor's gonna sack the Bomat Courier and find Chandra, Lightning Strike.
Lightning Strike the dude and hope Clayton doesn't have another dude.
Yeah, which I think is probably a losing battle.
Yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean,
right?
no, yeah, I don't think there's a way you're winning this game if you just let him keep attacking with that.
Another Elfish Visionary.
You mean Rogue Refiner?
Yeah, it's Elfish Visionary to me.
It's not.
It is to me. Okay, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, crew finish off this Chandra. That's not so bad for Taylor because he has the other Chandra in hand. So Taylor is just going to be trying to play the control deck here, which I don't know how great that's going to work out for him unless he can find a copy of a Braid.
I mean, he's going to be seeing an additional card per turn.
Yeah, he actually can't play lands off of Vance's Blasting Cannons. Yeah. So I think what he's really going to want to do here
is Chandra plus?
Chandra plus make 2 mana, play Hazaret, attack. That was a really good turn. And what Taylor is going to be wanting to see next turn is I think he wants to see a spell off of Vance's Blasting Cannons, because I think his route to victory is actually going to be flipping this Vance's Blasting Cannons.
Yeah, for a repeatable source of damage.
Yeah, you need to cast 3 spells.
Yeah, and Taylor's really setting himself up in a position to do that with the Vance's Blasting Cannon and the Chandra.
Yeah,
and the fact he kept the the 2-mana haste dude with
Earthshaker Kenra.
Yeah, I just couldn't think of his name. Yeah. I'm sorry.
So we're gonna see. Is that the 4th Rogue Refiner? I believe that's the 4th Rogue Refiner for Clayton. Which
I mean, he did draw 2 of them.
Yeah. So crew, we're gonna kill Chandra.
Which I like.
Oh yeah, I mean you can't you obviously can't let Chandra live. So I think Taylor's path to victory is going to have to be flipping this. So he needs to draw a 1 or 2 cost spell for his turn, and I believe he drew a land.
Which is not good.
Yeah, so I mean he can kill the Lightning Strike one of the Rogue Refiners.
Yeah,
and I actually think you save this Earthshaker Kenra to have a better shot at flipping the cannons. I don't see a world where you can just win a race here. So he's going to attack for 7, put Clayton to 12.
Yeah,
and then Clayton's going to attack for 6, 3 of which is going to have lifelink.
Yeah, like
he's also going to be drawing 2 cards per turn.
He's just at such a high life total for what Taylor's deck's trying to do.
Yeah, and this is what here you see the power of Aethersphere Harvester in this matchup when it goes unanswered.
Yeah, and it's like just a little missequencing by Taylor is really causing this game to snowball.
See, I don't think you can say it was missequencing. I think if Taylor knew he had Aethersphere Harvester in hand, he obviously would have saved the Abrade.
I mean,
there's no way he doesn't save the Abrade if he. There's no way he could have known. So, I think what Taylor.
I mean,
he saw a Braid in his hand, and he saw Lightning Strike, and he decided one of these is going to be able to hit my opponent in the face. I have a fairly aggressive start.
I mean, all Taylor had was a Bomat carry. It wasn't really that aggressive. Like Taylor, personally,
yeah, he draws Glorybringer, but
I don't think that's enough.
No, I don't either. He got his Hazaret exiled by Vraska's Contempt. He's going to be able to kill the Rogue Refiner. But at this point, I think the game's a little too far out of Taylor's reach. He's going to leave the Glorybringer to block Aethersphere Harvester. And right now we're deciding about Glint-Sleeve Siphoner triggers. I don't think he decided to do any of them. And
Right,
6 mana. Is
Gearhulk.
this a Noxious Gearhulk? Yeah, that's just going to be...
Yeah.
That's going to be... I don't see a way
Swing
that
the crew.
Taylor is going to be...
Game.
He's going to go to 2, but there's no way he's coming back from this. That's going to be game.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like the point I was saying, yeah, like the point I was saying about the missequencing. Yeah, he had Lightning Strike and Braid, but you have to think like you didn't have that much of an aggressive start, so
Yeah.
it was.
I mean, it was a conscious choice. You don't know how many Aethersphere Harvests he's run. It was a conscious choice by Taylor to spend a Braid. Really, at the time, there's no telling whether that was right or wrong.
True.
I think from Taylor's side, you need to have Aethersphere Harvester on your mind, and you need to be thinking about that card.
Yeah.
So
That was the point I was trying to get
yeah.
across. Like Taylor should have been thinking about that card in case, like, should I save this a Braid just in case?
Mhm.
Like, how fast is my deck? Like we saw like Taylor did board in for the more mid-range grindy plan with Advance's Blast Cannon, the Chandra.
Yeah, which I actually don't. I don't think Vance's Blasting Cannon is a card you necessarily want in this matchup. I think you just need to try to kill your black-green opponent. I think. Yeah, and Taylor's saying right now. I don't think you guys can hear that microphone, but he's saying right now that he thinks he should have Lightning Striked the Gifted Aetherborn instead of abrading it, and that's what lost him the game. And
Yeah.
I definitely agree that decision is what lost him the game. So
I mean, like, I kind of like the reason I really would have liked to Lightning Strike that game, especially based on the start we saw from Taylor, was like it was like a more protect the queen kind of start from Taylor. Was like he just had to protect the Bomac carrier, right?
yeah, okay.
So,
Tonight, the
just having the
Challenger
better
Guru event
removal
with
spells
Team
to
Metagame Gurus.
I
So
mean, the
here
more
we
diversified
it's
removal
pretty fun to
spells
just go ahead and do this.
to answer more threats from Clayton just like makes more sense to me personally.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely think he should have saved
Yeah.
the abrade. I think the only way he lost that game was Aethersphere Harvester.
Yeah, and Taylor's agreeing with us.
Yeah.
All right, we see you guys back here for round 4 in a couple of minutes, in 20 minutes or so.
Okay, yep, we'll see you guys then.
Yeah, ignore the screen. It's round 3. All right, see you then.
Another Druid gets pushed off a cliff.